Well, I think the expectations heading into the game between Edmonton and Winnipeg, as I'm joined by Mark Spector, is that it would be another wide open affair. Well, it was for at least one player, that being Connor McDavid. What do you make of his development when it comes to continuing to score more and more goals?
It's unbelievable the way he's just dominating hockey games. You know, Connor McDavid went pointless in that debacle, that 3-game debacle against Toronto. He's had points in every game since. It's an 8-game streak. This was a game, Gene, where the star players for Winnipeg weren't very good. A lot of guys weren't very good. It was a 3rd game in 4 nights for both clubs. 5th game in 7 nights for Edmonton. Frankly, guys looked tired tonight, Gene, I thought. The best players for Winnipeg, they weren't great. Their best line was their 4th line. But the best player for Edmonton, he was great. 2 goals. It's a ball game.
Yeah. Well, and that's certainly been the case for Connor McDavid, an 8-game point streak. Now, when you look at Edmonton and their place in the standings, do you think that the belief continues to build for a team that, you know, maybe wasn't sure after a qualifying round loss in the playoffs what they'd have this season, but they're proven they have a lot?
Yeah, I think there was a moment of doubt. You know, you lose to Chicago the qualifying round in 4 games. I think the Oilers had to figure out, look, do we dwell on that 4-game series, or do we talk about the 71 games that they'd played before, you know, the pandemic hit? They were a 2nd-place team in the Pacific. They were right behind Vegas. They were a pretty good team. So I think they figured out, let's be that team, not the team that lost to Chicago. I think they're very confident, Gene. They're beating all the teams below them in the standings. They just beat one that was above them in the standings, just sort of tied with them. There's no lack of confidence here. This is a good hockey team.
And Winnipeg is also a good hockey team. May not have been the type of night that they're used to playing, but are they still one of those clubs that is, you know, pushing the Oilers, pushing the Leafs, and looks to be potentially playoff bound?
Oh, for sure, for sure. To me, the North Division is starting to sort of stack up to, you know, Edmonton, Toronto, Winnipeg are the top 3, and I'm going to say now probably Calgary and Montreal. One of them doesn't get to make the playoffs. 6 games left between Toronto and Winnipeg. Edmonton, everyone has games in hand on Edmonton. I get that. Edmonton and Toronto are the only teams with 40 points in the division, so first place is first place. They'll figure the games out later, Gene. But Edmonton will sit and watch the Jets and the Leafs play 6 more times. That will work in favor of the team back there.
Well, and we'll watch these same 2 teams that played Thursday